Okay, there I am. Hello, LaDonna and Cece. How are you ladies doing tonight? Wait a few more minutes before people get in. Before we get started, how is everyone? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Tonight we're going to be doing this upside down Christmas tree that I normally do 2 of these every single year. When I'm all done with everything, I will put a supply list in the group for what I use, because everything I bought, most of it is from Hobby Lobby. And the tree itself, it comes from Ralph Jones Displays. They're out of Las Vegas. I don't know if they still have them, because these were probably purchased probably about 8 years ago, I think. I do 2 of them every single year at this bar where I decorate. I've been doing that for over 25 years, and these are 2 of my wonderful little things that I do. I've never done them on a platform like this, but it's high enough up. Usually they're up on the wall. They mount on the wall, and they're like 4 foot tall. But by the time I get through decorating them, I would say they're at least 6 foot. So I hope everyone will enjoy this. It ought to be a lot of fun. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for stopping in here. We got 2 Tracys in here, as I can see. I'm going to start by, this is going to be our main attraction tonight. This right here. I will be personalizing this with the name of the place on there. And she does a coffee drink. It is called a beach coffee. And that will be done. I fooled with Cricket last night, that lovely machine that I hate so much. But that will be done before I take it in. We usually decorate like the week before Thanksgiving, and we decorate a lot. Now we are mostly of the things that we do. We used to do big displays and everything, and now I've got her talked into doing. I do 2 of these trees, and then I have all these wreaths and trees that I made for her, and that's what we put on. So with this, what I did is I took one of these, and I stuck a hole so I could have it on both sides, trying to get it in deep enough so when I try to secure it, you know, it doesn't bust through. Then I took my little weaving needle, and I took some of my little ties that I use for a lot of my stuff, strung it through, and to secure it in, and then I've glued it, and I think my glue is pretty well. I use hot glue, and I also use some of the stick fast. Stick fast, my favorite stuff right here. This is from Amazon, and it will stick fast, trust me, because I didn't realize it glued on here, and I had some of my ties on here and glued it to the table. So the first thing I'm going to do is we'll put our main attraction on the tree, and usually I didn't put a whole lot of lights here. Now, normally this seems like it's wiggly, but it's got 2 secure nails in it that holds it here and there. And before we start, I'll tell you that this part right here, there's like 2 sections that go inside each other, just like when you're putting a tree together this way. This part's the bottom part, this part's the top part, and it goes together, and it's got a hook up here and a hook up there. And normally, when this is put on the wall, you secure it down here with a nail, and then it has 2 things that it hooks on in the back. But you'll see it move, but I don't think it's going anywhere. Hopefully it will stay where I put it, so I could do this. I'm going to put this in through here, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap this around. There's like a bar that runs down the whole, from the top to the bottom of this, just like a regular tree, and I'm going to secure it to that as well as I can. I'm not sure if I'm going to glue things into this, because I'm not sure if I'm going to transport this, because this will be going up at her bar, and I don't know if it will be, if I have a big enough spot to be able to transport this without, you know, screwing it up. I will, but if not, I'll take it apart. So I don't really glue any of this stuff in for these trees. I put them together every single year. Let's get through here. Get around the little pole I got back here. And on this tree, normally I put three, the lights are the C6s, but I didn't have those, so I used the ones from Walmart that have 100 on it. The cool lights, I like the cool lights because they show up more, and because this is going into a bar, you know, you want it to be very bright, because it's a little bit darker than, you know, if it was in a room like this. Usually the lights are dimmed down on that side of the bar. And let's see if we can twist this around from the back. And I can't really flip it out because I'll take it off the hook. Then I'm going to secure it with a couple of the ties here. I want this to be like right in the middle. Take one of these ties, and all I'm doing is taking the ties that I had through there. I used 3 ties to go through. I put one through the middle, and then I tied 2 at each end to secure it in. Now, this thing right here is a really, really nice thing, because this can be used. You can make this on this. You can make that on a, if you wanted something for your table, or on a wreath. And I think it's really, really cute. On this tree, I have over 300 lights, and they're the 100 cool lights, mini LED lights. And I want you to know that the boxes of lights do not come with replacement bulbs anymore. All you get with it is some fuses. Why? I'm not really sure, but I guess it's because of money. Hi there, April. I'm glad to see ya. Glad everybody's getting in here so they can see this. So this is our main attraction right here. And I am going to specialize it. We're using this ribbon right, that I'm going to be using as a candy cane ribbon. And this is from, I got this from, I think, Twisted Twig. It's the 3 girls that sell the designer ribbon. This is the Regency ribbon. This one is from Hobby Lobby. And this is another one that is from Twisted Twig, or one of the girls. I'm really not sure. I made a couple of these already up. These are hand bows. And I'll secure this one in. Then I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna put a bigger one down here for the top of it, you know, more or less. And I don't know if I'll put any in there, because this is gonna be really, really full. And it isn't really about the ribbon in these. It's more about all the other stuff, and all the stuff that I put out that comes out of the top of it that makes it really kind of unique. But I'm going to secure one of these that I've already made up over here. Let's see. Let's twist this around. This is really weird having the camera behind me. So I'm going to have to remind myself, got to turn around so you can see what I'm doing, okay? And with this, because it's so thick and everything, this is on like a velvet striping. I like glue the edges. I just turn it under and glue it down here. And then the other ones, I, of course, you know, trim them off. So I want the longer ones down at the bottom. And just stick it in here somewhere. I'm going to bring it down here. And I'm just winding around one of these, the ties from the tree. And then flipping it around. bringing it up in. Okay, and we're going to make another one. And you can see how I do all this with all my little goodies that I got going on here. I just like fold the edge over and then I'm going to fold it again. And I run the glue down to one side, fold it, and then do it again on the top. So it doesn't, because the stuff that's on top of this is like a flocked stripe. The other stuff that's sewn on top, it kind of frays, so you don't want to be able to see that. And this was a full roll too when I started it. So I don't want them to be really, really big and honky. These are just going to be like 6. My loops are probably, I just take it like that, turn it, throw it down there so you can see. And I make them like, the loops will probably be about 6 inches. Because being upside down, if you make it too big, it's going to flop, you know. So you have to make sure you make it tight enough where it won't flop. The most important thing about the bows with this really thick ribbon is to make sure you got it scrunched in there pretty good, you know, in the middle, so that the loops will stay really nice for you. And you know, you can bring it up, measure it, and make sure. And I'm really not worried about all of it, you know, running the same way, because the ribbon is really not the main ingredients with this. Then I'm going to use this one. This is from the Hoblob. I don't know if they had it this year. They had a small 1.5 inch. And I did look for it, but I didn't see it. My Hoblob is still putting things out. My tails they're about 8 inches. So this one I'm going to come in and just make it a little bit smaller than the one I have down there. Because now this one I'm going to probably put a little bit more ribbon to it, because I am going to be putting this down at the head. The top parts, so to speak, but really the bottom. And I like this ribbon, not really because of the kind of ribbon it is, because it's really not the ideal ribbon. It's kind of flimsy-dimsy, but I like the colors of it, so that's why I'm using it. And it's what I had. And then we're going to, now this one here, if you can get this one, this is, I don't remember how much it was, but I do know that it was a great buy, and it's 20, there's 20 yards on it. And I know it was a really, really reasonable. Hey, Susan, how is ya? You twist it. And I'm going to come just a little bit less. And I'm going to give it another one, another twist. Bring it in. Then I'm going to do a little button in the middle. I just kind of wrap it around my finger there. The middle. And of course, I stuck myself with a piece of wire just before I went on, so I could bleed a little bit. But thank you God I found it before I started. Then I take my tie, I put it through. See if I can scrunch this up a little bit more. Make sure I got everything in there. Pull it down. And on even all my wreaths and almost everything I make, I use these ties here. Or these. I couldn't find any red ones anywhere that I know I have them. I don't know where they're at. I get these from Craft Outlet, and they come 25 in a bag, and I use them for almost all of the things that I attach to any of my stuff. Stick it right through there, kind of make it even, tighten it up. Now we're just like gonna pull it out. And I just take I pull them out like on each side, whatever I'm doing. I'll pull this one down, stick a little glue right there, and then flip it back over. If you guys got questions about anything, I will probably, after I'm through, I'll go through and answer anything that, you know, that I don't cover while I'm doing this. Or someone in there can answer it for me, CC. Pull this over, pull that one over. We'll pull this one this way. Because we're going to stick this one down here on top of there. So let's cut our little ties, dovetail the ends. I'll tell you, these trees are really pretty. I don't know what, I guess if you lived in an apartment, they would be good to hang, but they look really cute in there. This is a little thinner ribbon that I would like. I like it when it's got a little bit more body to it, but it's the color I needed. Then I just take these two together and then I twist it. And then we'll pull it out. Just go, if you go behind it when you're doing them like this, you know, because you're not using the bow maker. If you got it pulled that way, it seems like the bow comes up better. You know, it separates it. Although the stuff that has the glitter on it, I will say that if you have a regular, like on this stuff, it sticks. This one needs to be twisted just a little bit more. Okay. We are gonna, I'm gonna attach this down here. Let's see. I've never done this standing up. I'm usually on a ladder when I do this because this is usually on the wall, and it's like, she has like a chair molding and it's like above the chair molding. So I'm sure the chair molding is 3 or 4 feet, and then this comes up. This is a little bit different. Doing it this way, right in front of me like this, like, ooh, this is kind of different. A lot easier, I can tell you that. And I'm just taking the ties and I'm twisting them right at the base of where they're at to this. And then I'll pull it around. To make it tight. might add some tails down here at the end. After I'm done. That's perfect. Okay. Now we have these two big candy canes here, and I'm going to be putting one. I guess I could probably take some of this off. Oh, you know what? I might just leave it. I'm going to leave it because it will start coming apart. I'm going to stick it right up through the frame of this. Bring it here, and then I'm just going to wrap it around the stick part of this to secure it. I can get something up here. And then we are gonna take this one and we're gonna put it up here. Maybe I will take this down. I don't know, I was gonna cut it off and I think I might have busted this thing. But, let's see. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna put a little dab on this because it's got that stuff at the end and usually it starts unraveling, you know, what they wrap it with. We're gonna come on and dry. And stick it right in there. And I will take a tie from behind and one in front and secure it in. I'll get my damn fingers around it. Go through here. Yeah. Okay. All right, now these things here, these are from the Hobby Lobby, and Debbie has fallen in love with these. I love these things. I think these are the, you know, if they weren't so cheap, I'd want to make them, but they're like $5.99, but they're like $3. You couldn't make them for that. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to stick them through here. Then I will take a little bit of that and wrap it around and secure it over here. I just love them. I had some and then I went and got more because I thought, oh my God, I could use these in everything. And we are going to put this one here. Wrap this around. So I'm really just using the tree to secure everything, you know, because every year I redo it. Now this tree, I think I made, I've been doing the same theme on it for the last, this is the first time we've changed it. I'm really glad. Usually I do one tree in Santa's and the other tree in snowmen. So each year I take them down Or I don't take them down. I put up, but I never take down. And I put it back up every single year. And actually, from doing that, I have found, because there's so many things that we put up and down, you know, that it really does, they stay much better. And then we're going to put one in here. And now, you know, you can, this, even though this is in this type of tree, you can take the same formula that I'm using and use it in a wreath, you know. Let's see. This is where I did a connection. I don't think I put that in there too, so here. Let's get that wobbly thing out of there. Okay. So now, we're putting this in. And the only reason that I don't use mesh in these, and I do on the other wreaths that are in the bar, but I will tell you that for commercial use, you know, they want to have, in restaurants and that, their lighting is a lot darker. And when you put the mesh in, and then you put the lights in, doesn't that look cute? Don't you love it? I love it. So what are you guys talking about? Nothing? Hello, Miss Dawn. How are you? It's a drink come from, yes it is. It's from Hobby Lobby, and I was there again today and I didn't get another one. I wish I would have. So now I got a couple of these, and I'm going to bring these down on the sides with this. I might make it where I can stick one in through there, because I do love them. But you can use the same formula that I'm doing right here and use it in a wreath, in a centerpiece, whatever it is you feel, you know, it's good. Get that up there just a little bit closer. As you can see what I'm doing, I don't think I like this where my back is to you. Not sure. But all I'm doing is just securing this in with the ties. Wherever I think that, you know, like right here, I can see I can tie this in here. I think this one's slipping out. Let me try this one. Yeah. It's like slipping out of the stuff. And I'm just securing it right around with the tree branches to hold it in. Now, when I do put this in, I'll try to glue these three things in really good so that they, you know, don't move. I also, that will be the end of that. All this stuff I think is gonna go in the top part of it, because that's what's really pretty is when you decorate this all out. And I have all of these ornaments too that are gonna go in there. These are so cute, really cute. And when I do these, like these are glass, so I glue the tops of them on, and then I put the wire on them. I've done that to all of this stuff. But I'm going to start out with these. I'm going to alternate them up and down from the edges of this, and I just really put it on the branch. I take the wire and wrap it around so it will hang down. Go across the top that way. candies, and these are all from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just winding it around. Got a glue string on it. Let's bring this out a little bit more so it dangles. I'm not sure if I'm going to use everything I have on here, but who knows? The first time I did these, I had lights that I could put those turner things in it, and so they were the type where you get those little motorized things, you put them in there, and then your stuff turned. The first set of lights were like that, and it was so cute. But then again, we changed lights. We went to LEDs, and then the little motorized things, I don't think they work with them anymore. So down on the skirt part, I had them on there all turning. They were so cute. And this one, we're going to put right here. I think I really like this one. These are pretty. Now this is from Hobby Lobby. And we are going to go up because this is a little bit heavier. And what I'll do is I just tie it with the two things and twist it a little bit so that you can see what it says. This one, I think these were from Michael's. I only got a couple things from Michael's, and I think the things I got from Michael's were a couple of these. I take it up here and kind of just twist it around once. And then I turn the end of it up, so that it will hold it up. Let's see if I can't get it to turn. Of course not. Let's see. I do like for my little things to say whatever they're saying. I want them to be seen. Here, I really would like, let's see, let's pull something out of here. I need it to be further. These are cute too. I think I got these are from Michael's. I think I got them 40 off. They weren't 50 off when I bought them. That's because the first ones I bought of those, I had all these bags and I didn't want to take the cart out at Hobby Lobby. And of course, I ended up dropping, they only had one of those, and I ended up dropping it and breaking it into a million pieces in the parking lot. Yes, I do these for a business. I've been decorating this business for over 25 years. And we put up 2 of these every single year, And it, you know, it's something you don't really ever seen done. And I don't even know, the place that we got these from was in Nevada. It's a company that decorates the casinos. His name is Ralph Jones Displays. And we used to go there almost every year to buy stuff for our decorating purposes. And I'm not sure if they even carry them anymore. We have these two left. This is really cute too. I think I'm going to customize this one too and put on there because they make a coffee drink and it's called beach coffee because it's Sandy's by the beach. So I'll put something on this one that says beach coffee. But I think I'm going to use one of these back here. Got to put this one in here. Right here, one of these. Now this is from Hobby Lobby. I think a couple years ago. I don't actually remember when I bought this, but these aren't new. Just a little bit higher. I utilize all of my tree when I'm putting this stuff together. And then we're going to put this one down here. So I'm just going to wrap it in here, find me a one that's not being used, twirl it around a few times. I usually will anchor it up on one of the ones, pull them down and anchor it in. So I'll lift it up. And I want it to be like on a little bit of an angle. What do you guys think? Do you think this is cute or don't you think it's cute? What are you talking about? It's beautiful. Do you love it? I love it, really. It's about the only thing that excites me when I go there because I decorate these each year. And it's better this year because I'm finally doing something different. We'll put this one over here. And I think I'll put this one down here. Put that in there. They are cute. These are glad. I have broke so many of these there. Now, we have some things left over, but we're going to wait for that part of it. I am going to turn this off so I don't bust nothing. And we will start with these in the top. And you got a stop fan. These are all Hobby Lobbies. Yeah, my girlfriend and I, she's my best friend. I've known her for 60 years, and she's the one that owns the bar and restaurant place that I've been decorating for a long time. And we started doing the decorating back in the 90s. Her parents, my dad passed away in '89, and then her parents mother and dad both passed away the following year. And we were just so depressed. And, you know, both of us love Christmas. We go to Frankenmuth, you know, to see all their cutesy stuff. And that's a Bavarian village in Michigan where it's all done in Christmas. And I think I'm going to cut some of these off. And we just couldn't get into it. And I said to her, that's when we started doing all the decorating. And it just escalated and escalated and escalated. I used to do like 6 feet. They were over 6 feet long displays. And we did like all these displays up on the top of the walls. And then we did a huge one in the back room and a huge one in the front room. And we bought stuff from everywhere for these things. And we would go everywhere to buy these things. And, you know, and when you're working on someone else's dime, it's pretty good, you know. I mean, we had elves made in Vegas for this one display we did. And here I'm just sticking these down in there and making sure they're not coming through. And that's how we started it. And, you know, that's when they had those small animated things that you could buy. You could get them at Home Depot and a couple of places. And I would do the long displays on the walls with those. We're just going to separate these up a little bit. Let me keep this out of the way. And we are going to stick it in here, wrap it around a little bit. Take it off probably. Oh, these are from Hobby Lobby too. The ones I really like, usually use, are like a lot fuller than this, but this is the fullest I could get for the branches. I didn't see them anywhere else. You want to go to Frankenmuth? Oh my gosh, you have no idea. That's where I get that snow. That's where I used to get the snow for all the displays we would do, because I would do them with lights in the background, and then we start cutting to them, you know, and then I would spray the glue on, and I'd throw all that crap on them to make it look like, you know, glistening snow. And the only place I could get it was in Frankenmuth. And you remember Frankenmuth, Donnie, because you lived here. Yeah, you wouldn't even know it now. It's big time. I have to make sure I keep all my little things, because this is going to be paid for by someone else. Yeah, we usually will go there. My kids and I went there a couple years ago, and the day that we went, it was the coldest. Oh my God! It was the year that was the year I had my leg done, and we went there, and I'm telling you, I thought I was gonna die. It was so cold. Because my kids and I, we always go somewhere in December, because my birthday's in December, and my granddaughter's birthday's in December, and we always do a family type thing. And the one year we went there, and I could barely walk, and I thought I was going to freeze to death. And each year my kids will pick something else out. We do the, let's see, the Henry Ford. They have the village, and we went there a few times. That's where we're going to get back this year, because everybody liked it. And they have all the old-timey stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Good evening, Brenda. How are you? Glad you could make it. This one not so too bad. I'm going to twine these together so to keep this up nice. Alrighty. Okay. Now, we got some red ones. I really wanted the ones, they didn't have any of them that have these. They have like spray, 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 but I couldn't find any of them. I didn't find any here. I guess if I had ordered them, I could have found them. I did not get any of those. That's the ones I really like. That are more of a there we go. Because we want it to like cascade over, you know, that's the kind of look you're going for. I'm going for where it cascades over. I'm going to be litified. And probably will. I know I have some from the ones that tumble over that I used in this, and that's probably because we really want it to cascade more up and over. Looks like it's falling a little bit. Oh my God, if I get this glitter in my eyes, I will just have a tizzy fit. There just came a bomb of it. Hi, Mama Sue. How you feeling? You love it, Susan? I do too. I love red and white. And you know, it shows, red and white shows up, I think, the best of just about any colors that I've ever done. It's just really, 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 I got 2 of these left. So I'm going to put one over here. And I've got 2 of these left. See, the ones I'm used to using they have a lot more branchies on them. But let's cut these off because they're too long. Oh my God, you should see all this red glitter on the floor. It's like unbelievable. And I also have two of these. This one, no, that one's broke. That one is broke. That really is pretty. I think I'm going to put some little tiers of ribbon in there. Now these, I like, but these are heavy. I don't know what they're made out of, but they are really heavy. I don't know how well they'll work in there without me gluing them in. Let me see. I don't know how many I've got of these, but let's stick them in there. Why not? They're really kind of heavy. I'm just taking it, tying it up here with the twist. Tie. These balls are even heavy on this. I don't know what they're made of, but they feel like glass. So imagine if they fell, they'd break. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and yeah, there's a little bit left. Okay. Put them together. Just going to twist them together like that. And if you can't, you know, I mean, you can do all these things can be done if you use a bow maker. You don't have to just, it's just the way I've usually made my bows. I didn't even know they had bow makers till I started watching Lori. I used to make mine all by hand. And it was really kind of funny because I made a bunch of bows for this lady. She wanted 25 and I did them all. It was just awful. And then I seen that they had, that's when I seen that Bow Dabbler, and I'm like, oh my God. And we're just going to cut this off here. And these scissors should be thrown in the garbaggio. Because we're going to stick this in over here. Make sure it's all twisted. And I'm just going to secure it to the rod back here that runs down the length of the tree. If I can get my hands around it. Where are you? There you are. Okay. And what we're going to do is just bring this in with our bow here. Push this down, probably in a way where you can't see. I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to cut the dovetail the ends here. And over here. Push that out. And I'm going to just take some and I'm going to put them around the edges of it. Yes, I do too. I think the prettiest colors that show up the best are the red and white at Christmas time. Of all the things I ever make, it's usually that's what stands out. Now these tails here I'm going to make a little bit longer so they can stick out and I can hook them into there. So these are almost going to be like, I'm going to start them out at 16 inches. And just put some ribbon in throughout it. And then we shall be finished. Just fold it over. Stick it right in here. put them together and just cut them together. Probably shouldn't, but that's what I do. And then I just fold them over and take them from the middle. Cece, we'll probably be going to see Mama Sue. On Sunday when we're there. You love this tree? Thank you. I thought it'd be just something different that you guys probably never have seen done. We might, yes. I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Tennessee to Cece's house. And then we're going to be going and seeing Lori. I'm going to be on a couple-day jaunt. I don't even know if Hobby Lobby had this year. Let's see if I can get 2 hours. Enough for one more, which maybe I probably will try and see if I can get some more ribbon like this to put some in through there. But I have enough for it to put one more in. And then we shall be done. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it. I wish you could come. I'd pick you up. I'm flying. I'm flying there. I don't have time to drive. But you know what? Next time, honey, we'll drive and I'll pick you up. You should see where Cece lives. It's absolutely, it's like going to paradise. After my long drive, you know, because it was an 8.5, probably a 9-hour drive there, you know, and it was by myself. But you turn down this road to go to where her house is, and this is humongous lake on the other side that's absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's all, you know, tree-lined and pretty. And it's just like, it was like, whew, all the stress of driving down there was gone. I'm like, okay, this is where you gotta live. This is where you gotta live. But then when we go to Lloyd's, we go through the mountains. But it's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, I got enough room for one more right here. I have one spray, one little thing where I won't touch something and it will all fall out. Yeah, I think I'll see if I can't get some more ribbon similar to this, so I can just put some splash inside of there instead of using, you know, the 4.5-inch ribbon where it just makes it, you know, so much more money. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty. I can't wait to get my little label on there, and me and Mr. Cricket can do it right. Maybe I'll have you do it when I go. That's what I'll do, Cece. You can do the thing and make it for me. And then I won't get stressed and want to take the Cricket out in the front yard and put a hammer to it. You guys got any questions? It is happy and festive, and it is fun. Yeah, we go a little bit over Kentucky. Not very much, but we go through a little bit. We'll pick up the stuff, because I didn't get any today when I went to Hobby Lobby. So we'll get the stuff, and then you can print that stuff out for me that I want. And then I won't have to take the hammer to the Cricket. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, just, you know, leave it there. I'll try to get the supply list in. If I don't get it done before I leave, I'll do this. I'll be back on Tuesday, so I will get that out to you. And when I don't know which day I'll be going on, but when I come back, I will be showing you ladies how to make these little drummy dum-dums too. This will be our next project, doing this. And if I do get the, I was going to also show you how to do the cotton candy, but I don't think the straws haven't come in. I ordered them, but I got the wrong kind, and then I had to reorder them and send the other ones back. So hopefully we'll have that. So I'll have those two things to show you guys in the next time I'm on. But I wanted to make sure you could see this because it's just so different and it's fun. I really enjoyed making it. I haven't made a wreath. I made a wreath last week after I did the marshmallow things, and that was the first wreath I think I made since January or something like that. And it was like, I was up half the night with it, and I thought, oh my God, I forgot how much fun it is making this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You're welcome. Hope you loved it, and I'll see you guys soon.